Okay, hopefully you've gone through and you have input all of the information that we've talked about so far on all of the routers. It's very important to have lots and lots of practice, and so that's very important to do it manually. But after you get used to doing it manually, then there's some shortcuts that you can take, and we're going to show you just a couple of shortcuts right now. So one of the things that makes it a little bit easier, so we talked last time about going to Options, Preferences to show the device name labels. I've gone ahead and shown those again and go in, and I'm going to highlight this one here. So this one is Georgetown, Kentucky, and this is the Edge router. So I've gone through and done that already on some of these other devices, and I'm going to go ahead and do that for the remainder of these devices, and then I'll be back in just a moment. The other thing that we talked about was creating configurations, so copying and pasting configurations into Notepad files. And so one of the other things that you can do is copy and paste Notepad files for routers that you haven't really even configured yet. So this is the Georgetown Edge router. So let's look at that particular router. So we have the 00 and the 02 connected here. And the 02 is the interface that goes up toward Dayton. So that 02 is a IP address of 66.2. So 02 is 66.2. And let's double check real quickly to see if there is a clock rate on that one, and there isn't, so I'm going to delete the clock rate statement. And then the other interfaces that we have here, we don't have a 01. Actually, I can even just totally take that out here. Our 00 goes toward Louisville, and so that address is 76.2. So we can change this to 76.2. And then on the fast Ethernet, we're looking at 84.2. I already made a couple changes in this. I changed where the host name says Georgetown, Kentucky Edge. So let's go in and put a no shutdown on any of these interfaces where we put a IP address in. We'll do no shutdown on each of these. So with host name, let's do a no shutdown here. Let's double check our interfaces to make sure that we don't have any clock rates, and we don't on this one. Okay. Delete that. We don't actually need to do one of these commands here for now. Get those down. And what I'm going to do here at the beginning, just before I do host name, is I'm going to do enable. Okay, so that looks like that's okay. The other thing we'll do here is we'll do a config T, so enable config T, and we're going to do control all Georgetown router. And we can go paste. And there's a few errors here, but they are not errors that are important to us. We could have taken the login commands out. We probably should have. And let's do a show run. And so fast Ethernet's there, serials are in, and so there we have it. The other thing we'll do here is do a copy, run, and start to save it on the device. So one of the things that you want to do is go ahead and save your configurations and then have them in a place where it's easy for you to copy and paste them back in the event that something does happen to the router.